how important is it to have those times where you are single, you find solitude, perhaps you go into celibacy? Because until you have those periods where you fully can, to a degree, right? We're always oblivious to what we're unaware of by the nature of it. But to really be in our own energy, like you spoke to earlier, it's important to be with individuals in community, in partnership, but then also be alone, ideally in nature, and have those moments where your energy comes back into yourself and it's not so scattered, and you can have, develop that clarity. So how important is that to have for at least certain periods of your life, whether it's a year, a couple of years, or sporadic? For me, on my own personal journey, having periods where I've gone intentionally celibate, I'm going to reserve my energy, not share it with somebody physically like that. And the potency that you carry as an individual who's conscious, I feel like is just so impactful for them becoming a magnet to authentic connections that are meant for you.
Life-changing for me. Deliberate celibacy, distancing myself from the feminine and females and that feminine energetic, being in my own space, no masturbation, no pornography. I mean, I stopped pornography quite a few years ago, but, no dating, no no desire, because the desire was there though, but no execution on the desire to be in the energetic interchange of potential sex or potential intimacy. And the deliberate practice of that for me has been life-changing, especially because of my relationship to women and the feminine, right? And the actions I used to take and the way that I would be with women and the way that I would treat women and, really objectify women is what I mean when I say treat women, right? And be deceitful in relationships, so deceitful in relationship, wear so many masks and live in my shadows and live double and triple lives. And so the deliberate practice of really distancing myself from that, it allowed me to have this deeper reverence and appreciation for the feminine. That doesn't mean that I'm a heterosexual man, I'm attracted to women. That doesn't mean that I don't find women physically attractive anymore. Absolutely I do. I'm going to go back to the come from, right? But the place that it comes from within me now is very different to what it was, because previously it was, how can I have sex with this person?
Yeah, it was so compulsive.
That's it. What do I need to say? Who do I need to be? What are the things I need to do? Yeah, I'll be myself, but I'm still going to manipulate a little bit. I'm still going to say the things that I think they want to hear.
And it's like not even you doing it. It's just the thing doing it because it's so automatic.
That's right. And so I needed to create space and distance from that thing to really see myself and the desperation, the neediness and the insecurities, and then have to deal with the shadows of that. Like have to come face to face with my low self-worth and my masks and my insecurity and my shame and my body shame and all the stuff that I was compensating for, and deal with it. Well, I didn't have to deal with it, but I wanted to. I chose to. And then as I came out of that deliberately, my relationship with dating, with women, with sexual intimacy, with sharing my truth, being honest, not pretending, completely shifted. And it shifted the quality of the women that I was attracting as well, because I was a different person. I'm not saying that the women that I was attracting previously were not high quality women. It's that I was attracting more truth and alignment in my life with who I actually was, not the masks that I was wearing. But the most important thing, man, I really need to repeat this, especially I feel I need to repeat this for men, is that your relationship to the feminine changes, where you'll see them and feel them very differently. And the reverence that I was able to cultivate very naturally, it really shifted the way I related to my own inner feminine as well, right? And the way that I even saw myself too, because we're talking about reflections earlier and mirrors. And that was just very profound for me and very healing, man. Very, very healing. And honestly, it's, I'll try to say this without getting emotional. Not that there's anything wrong with getting emotional. It's just, I don't think I would have been able to have my daughter if I hadn't done that deeper work, because she needs a male figure in her life. Man, I love her so much, bro.
Oh, it's so beautiful, man.
She needs a male figure in her life that is safe and sees the world through a lens of greater equity and comes less from shadow. And I'm not the type of person that always wanted kids. It's only until 5 years ago that I came to the conclusion and I arrived in an embodied way, like, I think I'm open to children. Only 5 years ago.
Wow.
Up until then, I was a fucking hard no on children because of my upbringing and because of what my parents would say and what I'd see them do. And when my wife was pregnant, I prayed every day to not have a boy because I thought that I would be really hard on him like my father was on me. And so I wanted a girl, and I prayed for a girl, and then I got a girl. And then now she's nearly 1 year old. Months into our journey, I'm very open to having a boy because I see how I am with my baby girl. I'm not perfect. I can tell you I'm still impatient sometimes, not with her, just with myself. She's perfection. But, you know, I'm opening more and more because of these experiences. So what I'm saying is I share all this to say that proactive, deliberate practice of celibacy, it shifted the way I witness women collectively and individually. It was just very profound for me.
So beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, man. That shift in who you are, what became available to you on the other side of giving yourself that time and space is now the possibility, you know, of having a loving family and a daughter, and like that paradigm switch of women and feminine energies being something we need to conquer versus something to fully honor and to nourish and to cherish, man. It's like the more beautiful aspects of life. Like they both inherently, intrinsically need each other, but the feminine within us and then also externalized in a daughter or the women in your life. Like we all come from others, you know, and
we do.
We're so disconnected from our own feelings at times. And especially as men that like have that shame around it. And we spoke to earlier, it's like difficult to actually express what we're holding on to, and we fear it, but not only just realizing that we just need to feel it to let it go.
It is as simple as that at some level. I will say one more thing, man, to the deliberate practice of celibacy. Yeah. I did some of my best creative work during that period.
Yeah.
Man, like I was on fire because I had space. I wasn't in this incessant pursuit and hunt, right? And I had space to think and feel and be with and do and execute. And I developed this acuity around what my purpose was, what my purposes were in life, and I was able to take action on that, which in turn, as a man in the world, makes you more attractive to other people, full stop. It makes you more magnetic anyway. Yeah. So the power of that was, I like to see it as just be patient and wait. Don't eat the cookie because, that experiment, like if you have the cookie now, you can have the cookie, but if you wait 10 minutes, you'll get 3 cookies.
Right.
Wait 6 months, wait a year.
Yeah.
See what, what fruits are bared from your practice.
Yeah.
And that was what I got from that.